everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to demo and give you my thoughts on the foundation that everybody is talking about, the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, with Brightening Complex. I know you probably have seen it all over YouTube. The bottle is beautiful, it looks very high-end. In fact, it looks more like a Dior or YSL foundation. It has the doe food applicator, which I don't like. Mine is in a color MW2, which is medium warm 2, I think, and the coverage, the color is quite good for me. It's got broad spectrum of 20. Let me just first tell you that I have normal to dry skin. Sometimes I get oily mostly on my chin, and that's when my foundation usually breaks up. So I will show you how I applied it. I will apply one side with brush, one with beauty blender, because I have seen quite a few reviews on this foundation and people love it, but a lot of these people that I've watched are much younger than me, and I have a feeling that every foundation looks good on a young skin. So let's see how it will perform on my skin. Okay, so let's do one side with my artist brush and one side with a beauty blender. I should have brought something to clip my hair. Right, let's do this side with the brush. Okay, so it seems very thick, and normally with thick foundations I find that the brush really spreads them nicely and gives really nice coverage, but I'm surprised for the thickness of the foundation I'm not getting much coverage. So we will see how that works with beauty blender. So this is just one layer, and I thought I put quite a lot of it, so let's see with the beauty blender. I think it's much harder to apply it with beauty blender. Okay, so it is very natural looking, not very cakey. I feel like it's got a bit of luminosity, but I don't see the coverage. Let's put on some more, but this is looking very natural, and can you see it's got quite a bit of luminosity. As usual, doesn't cover my nose, but no foundation covers my nose well. I don't know what's wrong with my nose. But let's do another layer. And I don't like this doe food applicator. I feel like you need quite a lot of product. I'm surprised that for the foundation being so thick, you don't get the immediate like full coverage from it. It doesn't apply very, I don't know how to put it, smoothly. It feels like it's quite hard to spread, if you know what I mean. But even while I'm building it up, it doesn't seem to look too cakey. I would think for that thickness of foundation and so much of it, it would look really, really cakey. Yeah, I feel like I have to go over it a few times to make it look, my eyebrows need waxing. Okay. It is nice. It's very natural looking, I must say. But I still don't feel like it's got like really, really full coverage. Do you? I don't know. But I can never tell till I've done all my makeup, really. Okay, let's do the concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 10. Nose. And whatever I've got on my nose, it won't cover. Okay. So that's it, without powdering and anything. It looks really nice. It's just weird. It's like no other foundation that I tried. Like I said, it is very thick, but it doesn't give you that full coverage. You saw I put quite a lot on the first time, and then I built it up, and I would say it is not completely full coverage, but I'm fine with that. I'm just surprised that even though I piled on so much, it's not looking cakey. It's looking quite luminous and quite natural. It's not settling on any of my lines really. Yeah, so it looks really good. So what I'm going to do is I go and finish everything off and I will come back. Okay, so I finished my makeup. On my eyes I've got Tom Ford Coco Mirage and Too Faced Queen Bee. So it is nice. It looks, I think it looks natural. I powdered my face like I do with every foundation with Laura Mercier mineral powder. Let me zoom you in. Bad. So yeah, I do like it. I just find it a bit of a hard work to apply it, I must say. I don't like the doe foot applicator, especially if you have acne, active acne or something, you know, you put it on your face, then put it back in a bottle, maybe put it on your hand first, but I would much prefer it to be in a pump. It is very thick, and I find it quite hard to work with it, with brush and with the beauty sponge, both ways. I find it quite hard. So yeah, but for the price, and you know, it's nice. Oh yes, I've heard people saying that it smells like paint, proper paint that you paint walls with. It's not too strong. I can't smell it on my face anyway. So yeah, so far so good. So I will check with you after a few hours. I'm not going to be coming back throughout the day. Like I said, I leave it for about 5 hours, and by then I know how the foundation is behaving. Yeah, it's nice. So far so good. Okay, I see you a bit later. Okay, so it's much later than I wanted to come back. It's 7 p.m. now, so it has been about 9 hours. I was gonna come earlier, but then I got busy, had to do the dinners, and then I had to take Louis to the vet. Nothing serious, he just had to have his yearly injections done. Okay, I haven't looked at myself, I haven't touched up, and this is looking good. It's not looking worse than my other foundations, maybe just on my nose, but I think, can you see that red bit there? I will zoom in a minute. I had a little scab there, I think, and I scratched it, and you know when you've got like fresh skin, nothing covers it. It's come off a bit of my nose, that's the only thing. Normally my foundation doesn't come off that much from my nose. It's broken out on my chin, which I anticipated. A lot of foundations do that on me, and for 9 hours that is pretty good. It hasn't gone shiny anywhere. It's a bit textured here, but you know, I'm not 20, so I am going to have texture on my face. But all in all, I think this is really good foundation. Like I said, it's just broken down on my chin and on my nose, but that sort of, for this amount of time, I'm absolutely fine with. Yeah, I like it. The only thing I didn't like about it is how it applies. To me, I don't know if it's just me, it is not smooth application like with other foundation that I can just glide the brush over and it just glides, whereas this one I felt like I had to work at it to blend it in. So let me zoom in, it'll be scary. Okay, can you see on my chin and on my nose? It's a bit worn off here. It doesn't look beautiful and fresh. Also, in this bright light, I had to put all my lights on because it's dark outside now. If I turn this down a bit. Okay, let's have a look. That looks a bit better. You know, I have like really bright ring light and I've got daylights everywhere. So let's zoom in now. You can probably see better. You see on my chin and on my nose. This is the bit that I've scratched. Yeah, so when I turn the exposure down a bit, it looks a bit better. I also been probably dabbing my nose a bit because I've got a bit of a runny nose. But now it is, if anything, I would say that it's gotten drier. It doesn't have as much luminosity. I know I've powdered it, but even before when I've powdered it, I had a bit of luminosity, whereas there isn't any now. It looks a bit drier. So, it might be quite good for an oily skin, this foundation. If I had to compare it to another drugstore foundation, for like better coverage, I really like the Milani 2-in-1, and I also love the L'Oreal True Match foundation. These are my two very favorite drugstore foundations. I'm thinking that this is probably better for oily skin. It's fine for my skin, normal dry, but only maybe for 5 hours. 9 hours is probably pushing it. It doesn't look as nice after all that time. Okay, my lovelies, so these were my thoughts on this foundation. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you soon. Stay fabulous. Bye.